Hi, Monique. I'm really glad you're here today. Um, how are you feeling about coming into a session today?
I think I'm fine.
That's
Yeah.
good. I want you to know that my role is to walk alongside you, and this is a safe space. So I'm not here to judge you or pressure you. I'm here to help you.
Okay.
Yes. Um, so tell me a little bit of why you came in today.
Oh my. Hmm. Well, I'm a new mother with twins,
Mhm.
but I do not have a strong support system.
Mhm.
My husband is a drunkard. Like he drinks from morning to evening.
Oh my.
So you can imagine how hard it is for me to have twins with that kind of husband.
Mhm.
So yeah, I just, it's a lot.
I'm very sorry to hear that. And thank you for trusting me with your story. I want you to know that everything we talk about stays between us unless there's a concern about safety, meaning if you ever express that you are thinking about or you are harming yourself or somebody else, then I have to report that. But other than that, everything else is confidential.
Okay.
Um, yes, thank you. So I hear that you've been carrying a lot emotionally, physically, and mentally. And I'm sorry to hear that. Do you feel like you're struggling to find space for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if my husband was there to help me,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be feeling this way.
Mm.
Um, so I feel like I'm alone in this
Right.
motherhood phase. So I barely find time for myself because I'm a student online. I
Mm-hmm.
work part time online with the
Mm-hmm.
twins and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know, man. Mm-mm.
Yes, that's a lot. But I want you to know that many black mothers carry the same burden that you do due to systemic pressures placed on women, especially women who are expected to hold everything together. So you are not alone in this, and it absolutely makes sense that you feel overwhelmed.
Thank you.
So GIM step two, assessment. Monique, I want to understand both what you've experienced and what your dreams are. Would you mind if I ask a few questions about different parts of your life?
Sure.
Thank you. So let's start with your background. Tell me a little bit about that, your childhood, and all those things.
Hmm. It's not gonna be easy, but I'm gonna try. I have six siblings with two parents,
Mhm.
but they are business owners, which means they are very busy.
Mhm.
And there's this one time my little sister got sick, and I didn't feel the need to let my parents know
Mhm.
because I did not want them to worry about it.
Right.
And even though eventually they had to find out about it because they had to come home later
Right.
on, but still at that time I felt the pressure. I felt like I was obligated to take care of that situation.
Yes.
And seeing how she was struggling, and had to be the one to kind of take care of it,
Mhm.
like gave me like fear of becoming a mother. And
Mhm.
now that I am, like reflecting back on that day,
Mhm.
it's yeah, like I'm like, why did I even have to become a parent, knowing how hard it was
Mhm.
for my parents? Because even though they are business owners, they still struggles, with certain things.
Mhm.
And I feel like I played a motherhood role at a young age,
Right.
and I was not mentally like ready to become one,
Mhm.
even though I had, I don't know, it's just a lot. It's just
Yeah.
a lot.
Thank you for sharing that. What I'm hearing is that at a very young age, you started to take on these huge responsibilities. You felt like the pressure was on you as a sister, and Are you the firstborn?
I'm actually the middle child, but
Oh,
my
okay.
other siblings were at school,
Oh,
so I was
okay.
more like the firstborn at home actually,
Mhm.
because they were at school at that time, and yeah.
Yeah. You felt like you needed to step up
Yes.
and help your parents and kind of, allow them to step back a bit. And that's honestly very um, good of you. But I can see that it did cause you a lot of hurting.
It did.
Yeah, and it seems like the pattern has continued since then. Um, so can you tell me a little bit about moments in your life where you felt like the situations were a little bit too heavy or overwhelming, even if they didn't necessarily seem traumatic at the time?
Yeah, so at that time when my sister was sick, I was also a student.
Mhm.
And I would come from school. Sometimes there was no food, cooked food,
Mhm.
and I'd be the one to prep meal for my younger siblings.
Mhm.
And having to do that with the pressure of having to go back to school after doing that
Mhm.
was a lot. And sometimes
Mm.
I'd be late at school, and
Wow.
imagine being the late student every day, like at school.
Yeah.
So I was very much known by that, but I couldn't tell my
Mm.
professors or my classmates the reason why I was always late.
Right.
So I had to carry that on my mind
Mhm.
every day, and I feel like that was also a lot for me.
Mhm.
And trying to be the bigger person in the family too was
Yes.
so hard for me. And obviously, I didn't want my younger siblings to know because they were looking up to me.
Right.
So carrying all of that was, oh man, even thinking
A
about it
lot.
is yeah, it's, mm-mm.
Wow. Have you ever felt unsupported by like your workplace, healthcare, finances, childcare services, or even family expectations?
Um, financially wise, I was not supported enough,
Mhm.
and I am not trying to blame my parents because I know they were trying everything they can
Right.
by that time, and but still I didn't feel fully supported
Mhm.
because as a female I had so much needs, so many needs,
Mhm.
and sometimes I wouldn't like feel comfortable asking my parents because I knew how they were also struggling.
Right.
So I would also try to figure things out on my own.
Mhm.
And healthcare wise, I was I would say I was supported by the government, but finding time to do that,
Mm.
because I didn't have enough time because I had a lot to take care of.
Right.
Um, I don't know, but family wise though, I had cousins who loved my family so much. They still do at
Okay.
this moment.
Yes.
But again, I wanted to, I didn't want to look like my programs.
Right.
So I just
Yeah.
wanted to, stay strong and,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
they were like, I don't know. I just felt like I had to be the big sister,
Mm. Right.
and be there for my family when they were not there. Because I didn't want them to worry about what was happening at home. I
Mhm.
don't know. And, mm-mm,
Mm. Once
mm-mm.
again, that's very noble of you. And what I'm hearing is that sometimes you did have the resources, but you didn't really want to step in because you didn't want anybody to panic.
Yeah, or even
Or
to feel sorry for me.
right.
Like, I don't
Mhm.
want my professor to look at me like, dang, Monique, you're
Mm.
going through a lot. Like, I don't want you to
Mhm.
feel sorry for me. I don't know. I just don't want to look like my programs. Because
Yeah.
I realize not everybody cares about
Mhm.
people.
Mm.
Some people have their own programs, which they do. So I didn't
Mhm.
want nobody to worry about me.
Yeah. Wow. So when you're under stress, do you notice any physical symptoms? If you do, can you mention a few for me?
Yeah, when I'm stressed, I actually get pimples on
Ooh.
my face, and that hurts me so much because, like, imagine going to school and you have a lot of pimples on your face.
Mm.
Obviously, some students are gonna assume that you're actually going through a serious sickness,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll assume so many different things about you,
Right.
which they actually did, and I started feeling uncomfortable, like engaging with my
Mm-hmm.
classmates, going to school.
Mm-hmm.
I would just literally, I would go to school and I'll be in the corner by myself. I wouldn't want to
Wow.
sit with nobody, cause
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my. I'm sorry to hear that. How has being a mother changed the way you care for yourself?
Whew. So being a mother, oh my life, oh, it's very beautiful,
Mhm.
cause it gave me something to look forward to.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I feel like I don't take care of myself as I should,
Right.
and that's because I feel like my husband not being like the man he should be plays a big
Mm.
role in how it's affecting my whole life in
Right.
general. So I barely take care of myself actually. I barely take
Um,
care of myself.
I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully we can work on that during our sessions. So Monique, tell me, if you had no barriers, what personal dream would you pursue?
Hmm. That's a good question actually. I've always wanted to be an actress,
Wow.
a writer,
Mhm.
you know, oh my life. Like
Wow.
I want to like see myself on the big screen one day, like
Mm.
being an actress. Like I don't
Yeah,
know. That's one thing I always wanted to be.
that's a beautiful dream.
Thank you.
And I just want you to know that we're going to hold that dream every step of the way throughout your healing plan.
Thank you.
GIM step three, planning. So based on everything you've shared, it sounds like our goal in this sessions is twofold. Um, the first one being healing some of the emotional and physical impact of the cumulative trauma you faced in your life. When I say cumulative trauma, I mean all the different traumas you face at the different stages of your life that were never really addressed before now. For example, how you had to be a mother, when you were younger to your sibling, before you were actually a mother, you know, that that can be a traumatic experience, and for you it was, and now having to raise twins, um, with an absent father, that's also a traumatic experience. So we're going to look at things like that and see how we can begin healing you physically and emotionally. And then we're also going to work on building a realistic pathway towards you achieving your personal goals and dreams. Does that feel right to you?
Yes, it does.
Can you tell me a little bit about your twins? What are their names? Is it a boy and a girl? How old are they?
My twins means the world to me. I love
Wow.
them. Regardless everything that I'm going through,
Yes.
I love them so much. They're actually
Wow.
two boys.
Oh,
Their
beautiful.
names are Jeremiah and
Mhm.
Jackson.
Wow.
I love them so. Oh my gosh, now I miss them. I wanna go home to them.
Soon, soon.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Wow, thank
They
you.
mean the world to me.
Yeah, and I can
Yeah.
see how your face lights up,
Yes.
even just talking about them.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Motherhood is a beautiful
It
thing.
is. It
Yeah.
is. It is.
So great. I'd like us to co-create a plan that you feel empowered by. Here's what I'm thinking, and please tell me what resonates with you and what doesn't.
Yes.
So, the first step is healing and regulation. So, here we're going to work on weekly grounding practices, stress reduction tools, narrative therapy exercises to reauthor your story, and culturally rooted self care, such as journaling, music, wash days, and prayer. Does that sound good?
They all sound great.
Step two, we're going to do boundary work. So we're going to practice saying no. We're going to reduce emotional labor and delegating household tasks.
Mm.
You sighed a little. Is there something you want to add to that?
No, it's just that when you said learning how to say no, it
Mm.
just I'm like now I'm gonna learn how to say no to my husband with such things that he do sometimes.
Mm.
It is ugh.
Mhm. It's hard. It's hard as a caring and involved mother to say no, even to to your spouses, to your kids, or even to other family members or friends. But it's important. It's important that people know that yes, you are willing to help them, but you also need space for yourself. You know. So the third thing I'm going to work on is identity reconstruction. Who is Monique outside of being a mother? You know. So can you name me some of your strengths or any other passions that you have or had in the past?
What are my strengths? Mm. I love writing.
Mhm.
Like when I say writing, I mean songs, short
Nice.
movies. Like I have
Yeah.
so many written short movies in my
Oh wow.
computer that, like literally, I just sometimes
Mhm.
I'm just sitting down and something comes in my mind and boom, write it down.
Wow.
I have so many recorded songs in my phone that I
Mm.
don't put out there.
Mm.
I have so many draft videos
Mhm.
that I don't put out there. So I feel like when it comes
Wow.
to content creating,
Yeah.
that's Monique.
Mm.
I also want to work with individuals who are dealing with substance and drug use challenges.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. We definitely need more of that. And if I may ask, does that stem from, seeing your husband going through what he's going through?
Definitely, yes.
That's beautiful. It's always powerful when we can use our pain, to help other people because it means, that much more. And the people can feel when you're actually passionate about something that's coming from a personal place, and it moves them to be better. So I think you'll be very successful in that.
Thank you. I appreciate
Good.
you.
So the next thing we're going to work on is called dream mapping. We're going to break down your dream or dreams into smaller steps and create a timeline that works for you and identify support and resources.
That sounds good.
So would you like to add anything or adjust anything before we move on?
Mm, mm-mm. Let's just focus on those for now.
Okay, great. Yeah, yeah, stuff for implementation. So now that we have made a plan, and just to recap, the first step was healing and regulation. Then step two is boundary work. Step three is identity reconstruction, and then step four is dream mapping. Is there a step that you feel ready to take this week?
This week, this week.
Something that's feels doable for you.
Mm, I actually think that I can go outside and get my nails done.
So I really like the idea of doing your nails. I really like that. So another option, in addition to doing your nails, is you can do like a grounding exercise. For example, something that somebody once taught me was um, to to use your five senses. So, for example, you can pick out five things you see, four things you can touch, three things you can hear, two things you can smell, and one thing you can taste. This helps you to bring you back, to right now and stop like your thoughts from going all over the place. Yeah.
That's very much needed.
And then for boundary practice, um, you can try delegating one task this week to someone else to help you to reduce your physical and emotional load as well.
Mm.
So if you have anybody that you can ask to help you with maybe like grocery shopping or watch your kids for an hour, take them to the park if you trust them, something like that to give you space to do your nails.
Yes.
Right. So for the third step, dream building, would you be open to thinking about, the three different genres maybe you would feel best acting in. So, for example, like action, romance, comedy, and start envisioning yourself in different movies. For example, maybe your favorite movie, and seeing what type of which character you would enjoy playing, and just kind of bringing the dream more to life.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So it's great. So GIM step 5 evaluation. Hey Monique, welcome back.
Thank you.
I want to check in. How does it feel? Um, how did it feel to take the steps that we talked about last week? What did you notice about your emotions, your stress levels? Talk to me.
Hmm. It has been a great experience actually. As you can
Great.
see now, I'm smiling, I have energy.
Yes.
So I'm no longer in my emotional era.
Uh-huh.
So it actually like went well.
I'm glad.
Yes. Oh my life. Oh my life. Now I'm actually learning to let go of things that I cannot control.
Mhm.
I started, saying no to things that yeah,
Wow.
it's
Those are huge steps.
yes.
And evaluation helps us to see what's working and what needs adjusting. There's no failure here, we're just moving things around if needed.
Yes.
So, what felt especially helpful and what felt difficult?
Mm, putting myself first
Hmm.
helped a lot because now I'm not only focusing on my husband being whoever he is,
Right.
my twins and everything. Now I'm focusing on myself before anything else,
Yeah.
and that's helping me with taking care of my twins,
Hmm.
taking care of everything around me. So yes, putting myself first has been helping.
Hmm.
And what was the other question?
Um, what parts felt difficult?
Oh, you know, my husband, like beside being a drunkard, he's
Hmm.
also that type of man who will tell you to, do this. If you don't do it, this is gonna happen.
Mm.
So saying no to him was
Right.
not easy at all.
Mm.
Not at all.
Wow.
But we're getting there.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
getting
proud
there.
of you for taking these
Yes.
steps, and this is just the beginning. It's gonna, well, we expect it to get easier, as the time goes, as you keep putting these things into practice, and with that, we expect it to make your life, more easier as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. GIM step 6, termination. So as we're coming to the end of our work together, I want to reflect on how far you've come. You've taken real steps toward healing from years of cumulative trauma, and you've begun to rebuild your identity and, to restart working, to start working on the dreams that you pushed aside. And that's not an easy thing,
Yes.
you know? You've learned ways to regulate your stress, create boundaries, and also to honor your dreams as a mother and as a woman,
Yes.
with her own goals and dreams in this life. So, what are you most proud of with our work
Ooh.
together?
I am mostly proud of how far I have come, like mentally.
Mm.
Yes. I used to overthink a lot. I used
Mhm.
to overthink about things that I cannot control. But
Mhm.
now I have learned how to give myself grace. And that's the most
Beautiful.
important thing so far. And also, I'm proud of, how I am able to focus on myself more
Mhm.
and focus on my dreams because
Mhm.
I'm more than a mother.
Mm.
So yes,
Right.
I'm pretty much proud of
Wow,
those
that's
things,
beautiful.
especially yes.
And I'm very proud of you too.
Thank you.
And I've enjoyed working with you. And once again, thank you so much for giving me the, for trusting me this story and for trusting me to help you through this.
Yes, thank you too.
GIM step 7, follow up. So, Monique, before we end completely, I want to talk to you about your next steps. Um, Healing is ongoing, and you don't have to do it alone. I need you to understand that,
Okay.
you know? Um, Some days you may wake up feeling healed. Some days you may wake up feeling not healed. You know,
Mhm.
it does not mean that you're regressing. It's important for you to understand that healing is not a straight line. It's up and down. You know, it comes in waves, and there is no set timeline. So it can take, especially with cumulative trauma, it can take, you know, a long time to be able to fully recover. But I want you to feel proud of yourself for taking the initial steps to start this process, and just continue to be kind to yourself and showing yourself grace as you go along, and just know that even small progress is big progress, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I would encourage you to keep using your grounding exercises, continue working toward your dreams and goals, and continue checking in with yourself about your weekly boundaries, you know. And if you ever feel like you need more support, you're more than welcome to return.
Thank you.
And I want you to be happy about the work that you have done during this time. You have built a very strong foundation that's going to help you as you go forward. And yeah, is there anything else you want to say?
I just want to say thank you for giving me a foundational something to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so now it's more like I have a homework to do.
Mm,
So yeah, thank you.
thank you.